Well, hello there. How are you? I'm down on the farm again. Today we are gonna do a little something special. I'm gonna recap what I've been putting you through as far as the sheep farming is concerned, and then we're gonna move directly into pig farming. How's that sound for you? All right. Well, let's get her started. Alrighty. I will kind of fill you in on what the heck's been happening. So let me get my mic a little closer to my mouth here. Um, so what's been happening, or what happened was, last time we came in over here and, hold on for a second, let me get to it better. We came in over here and we started, um, making this grass, these two fields back here, into grass. We had some solar panels up here, so what I did is, and now the solar panels, they take and they produce income for you. So I took out $500,000 and I made these fields. I came over here and I got some sheep. Now, as far as my sheep are concerned, I have 65 sheep, I believe. 30, 40, 55, 60. I have 65 sheep. That's all that barn can hold. I bought 65 off the top, and the idea is to let them get to full maturity and then start selling them off. But also, um, to go ahead and take the wool that you get from them, and you take that wool and you sell it, or you take it and you move it over to the spinery or spinnery. And once you're at the spinnery, once I was at the spinnery, you take and you drop it off. But then what you can do is you can purchase this spinnery. And once you do that, you can have these clothes, the fabric, distributed. And the place that you distribute them is to, I will show you. You take and that makes it into fabric. Then you take the fabric and you have it made into, hold on for a second. You have it made into clothes. And then after you have it made it into clothes, you take it to the tailor shop and you uh, and you make it. I mean, if you make it into fabric, you have to make it into clothes. So you take it to a clothing shop. Now on this map, there is no clothing shop, so there's one that you can buy, and I put it on my property. I put the clothing shop on my property right here, and so then what you do is you have the fabric distributed over to the clothing shop. You take the clothes and you start producing the clothes, and then after you produce the clothes, you take those clothes that are produced and you sell them. Where do you sell them? You sell them right here at Grocery Walmart. That's where you can sell clothing. So it's just that's what the cycle is. You start growing the grass right here. You feed it to the sheep. The sheep produce wool. You have the wool shipped up here to the spinnery. The spinnery makes it into fabric. They distribute it back down to the tailor shop. The tailor makes it into clothes, and then you take it and you sell it at the grocery mart. So if you look at clothes, it's 18,000 a liter. This is where you can really get some money. It is September right now, and then that's at the almost at the lowest of the selling season. So what you do is you keep going through the cycles of growing grass and feeding your sheep, and they have the wool, and you keep doing that, month by month by month by month by month, and you start to grow your empire. What I did is by doing that successfully over and over again, I was able to pay off my debit. I had $500,000 in loans, and I paid that all off. On top of having uh, the whatchamacall, the solar panels, um, to just kind of pay for all the loans and for everything that we were leasing, all the stuff that I had, I was leasing, like all the lawnmowers and whatnot and everything. And then as you start to gain money, you slowly buy those things that you need. And this is a small farm, so you don't need many things. I think my lawnmower is a very small lawnmower. I bought, instead of windrowing, I was windrowing and then baling. So this is a windrow baler right here. This thing is a windrow baler. You just hook that up and you get that going. Lime, fertilizer, cultivator, seeder, and this here is a baler. Um, I was doing round bales, and you just take them over here and you feed it to the sheep and everything. But so what I did is, after paying off my loan, I went ahead and I bought a piece of property, and this is where I'm going to be putting up my pig farm in this episode. So I had 5 solar panels. Each of them produce like $8,000 in revenue per month, but that fluctuates because some months are not as sunny as other months, and you sort of don't get like 8,000. On average, it's probably about $3,600 per solar panel you get per month. So even though it does say $8,000, like, and those are right here down in production generators. Right here, they cost 93,000, and it says that it produces like 8,926 a month. It's not true. On the average, because of the like months in January when it's not so sunny and whatnot, it's about 3,600 to 4,000 bucks a month. So I went ahead and I got rid of those 5, because actually what they were doing was those 5 solar panels were getting in the way of my grass cutting over here. I had them all right over here, and I wasn't able to use like this much of the land for grass cutting. Well, I moved them over to here once I bought this property, which I believe is like property number 42. And I put up 2 solar panels, and I got this little givel here, which is a oil pump, and that says that it produces about 9,600 a month, and it only costs 80 grand. So after all that, um, I'm almost back up to the average of where I was at. But then I also bought one of these here things, and now these are all part of the downloadables. It is a government subsidy, and that's supposed to produce 8,400 a month. So I don't have as many solar panels because their prices fluctuate. This is a guaranteed 8,400. Now the reason why I believe I'm justified is I put an oil rig up here, and so I'm going to be contributing back to the society with oil and whatnot. And I went ahead and I'm going to make this a government subsidy land, municipality subsidy land. So I'm probably going to be getting about 8 and 8, 16, and then 6, about 22 to $2,700 a month in returns. And we could check that by checking out our money. And it says, let's see, wage, biogas harvest, water, seed, fuel cost, loan, miscellaneous wage payments. Where's a positive? Right here. Property income. I'm getting about 4,800 bucks in August because of the solar panels. I've been averaging about 1,900, but this last month in September, solar panels didn't do so great. I'm getting about 4,600 bucks in property or whatever. Well, I didn't add that extra 800 bucks or 8,000 bucks. So September isn't over yet, but so far this is the money that my farm has made, my property has made for me. Let's see what else. Animals. I was selling animals. So let's get into that a little bit. So what you can do is, come on, you come over here and you can sell your sheep. Now the sheep not only produce you the wool that it's gonna take. Come on, I'm freezing up. All right, here we go. Yeah, we'll just walk wherever. Um, Come on, don't lock up on me. All right. I went ahead and bought this trailer. I'm leasing this trailer, I think. But what you can do is you sell the sheep. Now, a sheep, I believe, is totally mature at age 36 months. Um, these ones right here, yeah, this is 43 months. But at 36 months, they top out at $1,000. You can start selling those, and they propagate um, five sheep every 8 months. Um, or whatever it is to like fill back up your barn, and whenever they're mature. So this one, that's 0 months. That's the last one I got back. uh Look, we got some ones that are 30 months old, and these are 3 months old. Let me get into a better menu for you to see that right here. So these are my thoughts. These are 43 months old. They're still producing wool. And then we have these ones right here that are 30 months old. If I were to sell them now, they're at 850, and you could sell them either directly, have the animal farm come and get them for $50 a head, uh, or you can ship them off yourself. I can ship off 13 at a time. So it takes 8 months in order for them to go from age 0, which I believe these ones, no, these ones are. It takes 8 months in order for them to go from uh, 0 to 8 months, and then they can start producing again. And then once they start producing, it takes 8 months worth of them to gestate, to reproduce. So I'm gonna start selling these off, and we'll just show you how that works right now, real quick. Let me get into a whatchamacall, a little tractor. We'll pull that sucker around. And boop 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 boop. Get her hooked up. Alright. So now you're in a livestock trailer, and you can see right now it says R to open animal dialogue. Here, let me also get over here and put you on the main screen, because that way you can see the screen a little better instead of looking at my ugly mug. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. R to open up animal dialogue. Bonk. Same difference. I'm just going to click on those, select them, and how many do I want to sell them? The most of my trailer will hold is 13. I've got quite a bit of them that I can sell for $1,000. I'm going to move them to the trailer. Yes. Okay. Now they are in the trailer. And fortunately enough for me, where I sell them is just right across the street. We'll take them over. And that's another thing too, is I don't want to completely screw myself when it comes to producing like the wool that I need in order to make the fabric, but it has not been a problem. Let me tell you, every single month it's the same thing. You take the trailer full of fabric, you send it off to go over to the spinnery, and then you wait for the spinnery to make the fabric to make the clothes, and it's 2 to 1 on everything. So if you're gonna make it into fabric, it's 2 wool for 1 fabric, and then it's also 2 fabric for 1 clothing. So even though it kind of windows down like that, then you know, let's see, what can I do here? How do I sell it? I forget. Wait, wait, no, that's for clothes. It's not for livestock. Whoopsies. Get back on the road over here. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Let's open up this. And the livestock dealer is over here. So we'll set the destination. have him come in here, and off he goes, hopefully. Yes, indeed. Yep, he's going to go and sell that. So, I was taking a forklift and taking all these and putting a forklift on there, but it takes up an awful lot of time, especially when you're trying to cut grass and everything per season. I just have an auto loading trailer on there, and it'll automatically load on there. And then I don't have to worry about anything really. Let's see, what else do I got here? Oh yeah, I've been mowing the lawns. So what I do is I'll mow, and I think it takes 2 seasons to grow, of growing, and then you are able to harvest. Well, I will cut the first one and I'll let the grass just sit there. And then if I were to bale all this up right now, I'd probably get about 4 bales, 210 centimeter bales. Uh, I've been letting it grow twice. But also, and then I bale it up. Then I cut it and bale it up. But you also, what you can see is that, man, after a couple seasons of doing this, I'm backed up in food. These little suckers, they don't eat much at all, and I've got everything I need. If you look over at the animals, total capacity effectiveness on food, 11,500 liters, and each one of these is let's see, that's 7,000 liters right there. They're not going through a lot of food at all. At all. Man, I've got so many seasons or so many months worth of food just right here. So then what I've been doing is I've been taking here, let's sell these suckers here while we're here, and then I'll have them go back home. Okay, open AI dialog R. We got Black Mountain Walshes right here. Select. No fees, 13,000, real easy. Sell. Yes. Okay, so I sold them. I got 84,000 in there now, so I could just take this sucker, send them home. Select a destination. We'll put her right here. Hopefully, he can get out of there without any problems. Sometimes there's a little bit of problems, but it doesn't look like we're having problems. So, that's the cycle on the livestock. Let's see what I have as far as my livestock is concerned right now. So I have 21 fully matured at 43 months, 21 at 0 months. I have 5 at 30 months and 5 at 3 months. These guys are going to be able to propagate pretty soon. My sheep yard is going to fill up again, no problem. And like I said, every time I cut the grass, well, I'll show you once we get into that. But as far as the grass is concerned, I decided that I was going to bale it up into square bales, and make it into silage and sell the silage. And so that's what I did. Is I'm leasing this truck and this auto load flatbed, and I'm making all the bales into silage. I think that's 2 growing seasons worth of grass. So let's see, where's my little bum at? Is my truck coming in anytime soon? He's almost back home. Once he gets back home, I'll get him squared away, and we'll get to cutting the grass. Look, you can see it. I just produced some more fabric, getting ready to go. And like I said, every time I cut the grass, every time I go to sleep and change it to a new month, that trailer's full, and I at least get like a little bit of come on, I at least get a little bit of clothes ready to go. But we're gonna wait. If you look, like I said, if you look on clothes, April is the peak season, so that's 7 months away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in 7 months. By that time, I'll have so many clothes, I'll be able to do whatever I want. Then we'll start the pig farming. But in the interim, what I could do is I could take this trailer back over there behind and park it by the sheep and get them ready for their next bout of selling. and that's all going to balance itself out. Pretty soon I'll be able to, sell a few on each cycle, and you can see how it is a cycle. It is a little bit of a cycle. Let's see. Put them just like that. No, AI worker menu. No. Unfold. Okay. Open the dialogue. Great. Cool. We're gonna leave it right there, so that way I know I could just open the dialogue. We'll get this sucker back in over here. Yeah. So let's go ahead and sleep until this grass is ready to harvest, and I'll show you what I mean by about the clothes. Like I said, this is just the tail end of the sheep part of it. Sleep. We're gonna start on pigs next. In pig farming, you get into a whole array of things. You get into like slurry, which is fertilizer. So I'll never have to buy fertilizer again. Right now, I have it set up to where the workers come and they fertilize the land, and it costs a little bit of, well, ready to harvest. It's just 2 seasons. So now look at my fabric. Hold on, where are we at? Oh, every time. Right here. Look, my fabric is full. Dude, 16 to 16. So I'll set him on a destination. We're gonna send him with fabric over here to the spinnery. And while he's doing that, gonk, we're gonna go ahead and take and start mowing the grass. Now, like I said, I let it go 2 seasons. You could do that with grass. Grass is funny like that. I wouldn't go 3 because then it's gonna start to rot on you. It's gonna start to decay. But you let it grow. You cut it. You let it grow again. You cut it, and then when you bale it, you get twice as much. Get that worker on going on this. And each time after I cut it, like after I cut it and I bale it and I pick up the bales and everything, what I'll do is I'll fertilize this. I'll fertilize this land, and it'll stay nice and full of nutrients for me and everything. And when the lime gets low, I'll go ahead and, like, if I get some loamy soil, I'll have to put some lime on there. And it's just it produced my grass when I'm harvesting. It went from 64% harvesting up to 99% harvesting. I did spike the land. I did take a reading um, to find out where the soil was in order to produce the best. And that's another thing too. Let me get out of this guy's way. When like when I'm ready to do the pigs, I'm going to show you like about feeding the pigs. Now, every different livestock has its own set of foods and everything that you have to use in order to get it to produce the best that it can. So on the pigs, there's really not much that you can gain from pigs except for excuse me, the slurry, which acts as a fertilizer, so it cuts down on your fertilizer cost. But then you're gonna grow pigs, in my opinion, to basically either harvest manure or slurry. But if you harvest manure with pigs, it is going to cost you in hay. You're gonna have to set up a field for hay. So with pigs they take whatchamacall, they take, here, let me get pigs right here. Now they eat food is corn, wheat, barley, canola, sunflower, soybean, and potatoes. And you'll see it's like you have to have a combination of 3 different ones in order for them to produce like the most that they can produce. In order to be the healthiest, in order to have the most selling potential, you're going to want all your foods and everything at 100%. Like, oops, well, this is going to exit when it feels like it, I guess. There it is. So, where's, hello? Alright, I'm locking up here for some reason. Doodle-doodle-doo. Trying to get you back into the game. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Do. Come on, man. Now my network's going to be all spotty. Never fails, never fails. Come on. You can work. Don't kick me. Get back in that game. This is also probably going to be my first try at editing all this crap out. Come on. Ah, kick me out. No problem. Come on. Alright. Whatever. Get me back in the game. Just beautiful. Where am I? Mm, 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 mm. Alright, so this guy, he made it up to the spinery or spinnery. Let's get him unloaded, send him back home. Oops. Nice, nice, nice. Get him going back home. Set destination. Bonk, bonk. Alright. He's on his way. Good for him. Now this guy, he got done cutting this grass. We'll send him over to the other field. Lovely. So, like I said, I wouldn't go any more than 2 cuts. Without, like, baling the grass at least. Just for fear that it's gonna end up, you know, not doing so well. We'll get this guy ready with the baler. Now that's the thing about the baler too, is you can't have anybody, like, you can't have them like a worker work for you. Unfold baler. Baruka. My other guy should be showing up at my front door pretty soon here. We'll just move him in place, see where this guy's at. He's right down the street. This guy's almost done cutting. We'll let him do his thing. Fertilizer's on deck. We'll get him detached and put him on the baler, or on the bale wrapper. Q. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Let's see. Look, and now there's more. There's more fabric waiting for me, waiting for my guy to come back, which he should be coming back right about now. There he is. We'll drive him in. So that's basically the cycle that you're going to be going through, is cut the grass, move the fabric, and I'm going to show you a little trick to that one too, to even cut your costs. I mean, cut your chores down, because as soon as we start these pigs, we're going to have a whole mess of other things to do between feeding them and everything. Here, hold on, I'll just do this the hard way. I got a bunch of pig food sitting right there. So turn the auto loader on, and that's all you do is you leave this here with auto loader on, and as the wool gets produced, it'll pop right on there. So this guy's looks like one more pass on that. We could probably start baling. On the baler, let's see. Change bale size, 180 centimeter. What are my choices? 220, 240. Let's do 240s. I think I got 240s on there. Hold on. Yeah. I think I went with 240. Yeah. I hope so. Turn baler on. B. Lift baler. Nope. Everything looks like it's ready to go. Let's start it driving. So, yep, so what this does is it automatically windrows it and bales it. And unlike the other balers, you don't have to wait for this one. It'll wait, I gotta turn on automatically drop. Yep, it will automatically drop. This one just will automatically drop your bales for you. I like it a lot. Yeah, let's see where that lawnmower is, because I'm gonna want to move that out of my way here. Control X to fold all the front and the back mowers. We'll move him out of the way over here. We'll get back into, yeah, let me see. Yeah, I think those are 240 centimeter bales. Let me check them. Will it see? No, it won't tell me. Oh, well, maybe it will. Let's see. Will it tell me? 13 square bales. Alright, it won't tell me. Well, let's get back in this thing. Turn it back on. B, turn on baler. 240. God, I'm gonna have to fill it with lubricating grease. I hate that. This is where, like, when you're able to hire workers, it automatically fills your grease for you and everything. Come on. Get your move on. Probably if I had a stronger tractor, it'd pull it a little quicker too. But that's to come. We're building here, you know. Last episode, I had over $500,000 in debt, and just by doing these little processes, I was able to knock my debt all the way down. I'm ready to go into debt for more now in the pig farm. And my suggestion is that for every, like, pig farm, whatever, cow farm, come on, turn. Doesn't like turning too much. Come on. You put down a couple solar panels. That's my suggestion. That just helps you out with lease costs, you know. Solar panels, or in my case, I got an oil rig out there, and you know, I turned it into a municipality land. Fun. And hopefully I'll be able to, like, edit all this stuff out for you too. This is gonna be my first attempt on editing. I don't like editing that much because My experience with editing is that it screws up. I've lost so many recordings due to editing errors. And once again, too, you don't have to pick up every little single blade of grass. It the grass will grow. With you know with slight flaws in the land. As long as you've got good fertilized soil and it's balanced, pH balance and whatnot, you're not gonna have a problem. So let's see here. Probably turn off the baler. B. Unload the baler. Why? Bonk bonk. Fold the baler. X. Folding it all up. Take it back over here. Now we wrap the bales. X. Unfold the baler. Gonna turn on automatic drop. Yep. Just drive up to the bale. It'll pop it in there. It will pop it in there. Oh, please tell me that I went too big with the bales. Bale is not supported. Of course it isn't. Oh man, I'm gonna have to buy a bigger baler. Oh no. Alright. Which one do I have? I have this one, I think. Or which one do I have? Pottinger? No, I don't have a baler. Bale wrapper is what I'm looking for. Bale wrappers. I got this one, I think. No, I have this one right here. Yep, 220. I made them 240. Square bales right here. This is the one I'm gonna need. What is this one? This one does everything I need to. Okay, I guess if I gotta buy it, we'll lease it. Bonk. Yes. Okay. Now let's go back to leasing. See, I bought that bale wrapper, so I'm gonna have to take this over to the H. Set the destination for over here. Let's move this map over. Come on. Set the destination right here. Come on. Spotty internet. Alright. This sucker will go and he'll take it back. We're going to sell this one, pick up the other one that we leased. Man. Alright. I hope like hell this thing picks it up. Silage. Where can I sell the silage? I was going to wait till April to sell the silage too, but let's see where we can sell it. Silage. 516. Animal dealer. Yeah. Tag the place. Alright. Open AI worker? Nope. Hire AI worker? What? Hire him for what? Alright, let's take him over to the animal and sell him outright. Oh well. I make money, whatever. 513 a liter. See what that equals out to. Not like we can't use the money. Although we are going to take out a loan for doing the pig farming and everything. Yeah. But I think I'm going to take out only as much as I need. Alright. Why? Unload bales. I'm going to unload them right there. Unload bale. Oops. Unload bales here. Boom. Did I sell them all? All but them too. Wonder if I could push them into where it needs to go. Try to push them with the tractor. Come on, push nice and easy. Yes. 30 grand altogether. I had 92, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, about 40 grand. Almost 40 grand. Let's get this sucker hooked up. Come on. Get hooked up. Get hooked up. Oh, that's another thing too. Like I had music playing, and that's the music that's in house, and I got tagged for a copyright, but it says it doesn't affect my videos until I get monetized, and then it might. So I think that's a load of horse malarkey. It's like it's in-game music, but I guess if I'm making money on it, they should too. I would want my I wouldn't want any music that I have in a video game getting paid if somebody else was making money off of my music, I suppose. But, I mean, it's kind of the point, you know? So, yeah, the copyright flags didn't do anything, like, bad for me. It is what it is. And I'm going to park this son of a bitch right over here. Let's get over to... I should be at there, yep. We're going to go and sell this little gibble. Alright. We'll sell him. Yes, yes. Okay, we get out of there. Go back in there. Let's pick up this baler and go wrap them bales. It probably wouldn't have stacked them bales anyway since they were two different sizes. Ugh. Come on. Let's get you hooked up. Click. Nice. OpenAI work schedule. Set a destination for right here. Bunk bunk. Let's get out of that. Go over here. See what's happening. Yeah. So let's look at the soil. So soil, silty clay, pH value 0 out of 7. So we can probably, after we pick up these bales, I'll fertilize. Now there is a cedar. I had just taken and cultivated this whole land over again because of the fact that it had been like 10 seasons or 10 months, 10 cycles of this, so about 20 months, and it was due, you know, it was due. This guy, just waiting on this guy. Let's dismiss him. We'll come over here. Let's open up this baler. Turn on automatic. Unfold the baler. X. Turn on automatic drop. Z. Let's pick up a bale. I'm gonna pick it up. There you go. And we're working, we're working. That's 3, 4 back there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 bales. 10 big bales. Like, I have nothing to worry about. I'm going to have food for these idiots, for these sheep, until the cows come home. Ha 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 ha. Doodaloo doo. Fun, fun, fun. Like I said, about every 4 months, we're gonna bail this up. We gotta do this. So you're gonna have income that way too, since the sheep don't seem to be eating the hell out of the grass like I thought they would be. I thought we'd be cruising through it. I'm sure that if I had hundreds and hundreds of sheep, then whatever. But that just goes to show you that, see, I could even get away with as much as they eat, like for the grass, I could get away with it just having one of these fields, um, you know, as food, and then the other one I could, like, when I have pigs, if I decide to grow crops in order to feed them, um, I could do a small crop of this, small crop of that, but I'll wait till we get into the pigs to show you how complicated that is. It's like, I just, for everything that I've been reading up on and watching videos on, if you're not already growing crops, and unless you got like a gazillion pigs, man, you got to do so much work. Get with the field prep on the three things that you need, the three different types of food that you need, and it's almost cheaper just buying pig food. I mean, until this farm grows to where I'm already growing these crops and I'm collecting these crops, there's no reason to make the total mix, you know. So these guys are all bailed up. Let's go in the truck, pick them up. We're gonna reset auto load. Y. All right. Hopefully this is going to pick up the damn bales. Gonna find out. And since this is freshly mowed grass, you're not going to do any crop damage. I definitely wouldn't run over the grass. B, operating position. There you go. And we're going to fasten them. Yay, automatically loading up the bales, the bales, the bales, the bales. What? One bale size at a time. What did I do? Did I really make two different kinds of bale sizes? Really? One bale. Well, if anything, we'll just go and sell these and pick up this other bale. Yep. Alright. L. L. Transporting position. B. Are you strapped down? L. L. It says it is. Alright. Let's go sell these suckers. I want to at least show you, like, selling the clothes. After I come back, I'll load up that other bale. We'll go sell the clothes. I know that we were supposed to sell in January, but I'm not going to go through all those seasons and cut the grass and everything like that. We'll just cut it a loss, but then I'll show you a little something you can do with downloadable content. So what I normally do is I'll just use regular flat vanilla stuff. Let's see if I can get these suckers in there all the way. We're gonna unload bales. Why? And the way that you unload the bales is you click your left mouse button and drop them. Boop. Of course. More. But you can see how profitable this is, though. The silage, selling the silage. And I'm sure if I let the silage like ferment longer, it'd probably be worth more. Get in there, push these bales in there. Sweet. Hook them up. Hook them up. Cute. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's go back home. Pick up that other bale. Reset the auto load. Why? Before I auto load it, I'm gonna see what size bales those are. What size bale I put it on. Always make sure you have. Oh, you know what? I wonder why that bale is a different size. We gonna find out. Alright, before this thing auto loads, I'm gonna jump out and find out what size this bale is. Hmm. 5,000 liters. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. Alright, let's... get this sucker auto-loaded. Operating position, B, auto-load. Put the straps on. Park this sucker over here somewhere. On my land. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we are going to... Let's go through another season. That will fill up that thing for the spinnery. Sleep. Sleep the deep sleep. Lovely. Oh. All right. Let's check things out a little bit. My money. How much did my land produce? Property maintenance. Property income. 19 grand. About 19 grand a month. Sold bales. $65,000 worth of sold bales. I turned a $3,000 profit. I'm up to 219. What is my biggest liability here? Vehicle leasing costs. Probably that damn truck. Probably cost me $1,000 a season. So at this point, I might as well just buy myself that truck and that loader. You know. Let's see. I have new sheep. 42, 52, 57 altogether. That one's at 5 months. That one's at 32 months in the reproduction stage. 8 months reproduction stage. This one's 2 months, almost at 25% into its puberty. So you can see as you sell these off, these are all going to go into different like states of reproduction, different states of puberty. These are 4 months away from being able to get sold, so I can, sell the. This is going to be a constant like battle of selling and everything like that. My production, plenty of wool in there, plenty of clothes. I'm probably ready to harvest again. It's growing. Let's do this. Q. Let's get the lime on there. Come on, get it, get it. No, well, get on there. Yep. Come on. There it is. We're gonna lime them. And I could plow these two into one big field, but I don't know, man. I don't think I'm gonna need that much grass, really. Okay. Higher. Now this is automatically gonna tell my, see what needs what on this lawn. Whether I need liming or this or that or whatever. We're gonna go over to see. Look, my fabric is ready to go, so I could tell him. Let me move that other tractor. We're gonna close the baler up. Drop him off here. We're gonna pick up the fertilizer. Come on. Q. Put him over here. Get into my truck there. H. Set him off to the spinery. Bonk, bonk. See if he can make that turn on his own. Sometimes these vehicles get in the way of themselves. Like he's gonna run over that pig food and get all fucked up. Boom. Nope, he did fine. Alright. What are you doing? Here, let's get over here. Let's do this. H. Oh, nope, stop. See if you don't have it just right. H. here. So it's perfect. Nitrogen's perfect. Lime is perfect. Nope, nope, nope. We're gonna get them over here. Start having them do this one. Get into my fertilizer. And I always do this whether it needs it or not. Once you drive over it, it'll tell you how you're doing. H. We're right on target as far as and if it doesn't need it, it's not going to fertilize it. I'll tell you that much. If it doesn't need it, it won't fertilize it. This is precision farming, so any tooling that you buy that has this feature on it, it will use this feature. Move this guy out of the way. You see, and I still have that one windrow of grass that I didn't pick up and bale. It's fine. It'll just be a higher windrow next time around when it bales it. Just collect more grass. See if this guy will do it with this other guy on there. H. Yep. Perfect. Didn't need it because nitrogen's a little high there, so good to go. Let's get this guy back where he needs to be. Park this. My other AI worker is over at the spinnery already with the wool. We'll drop that off and bring the cart back here. We'll sell some of the clothes. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do. Because there's a way to skip that step. Alright, let's go over to this guy. We'll drop off the wool at the spinnery. Alright, get him going back where he needs to go. Hire the worker. Set the destination for right here. Boop, facing down. Alright. He's on his happy horse shit way. Let's see how he's fine right there. I'm all limed up. And like I said, since this is in the growth stage, it's not gonna hurt anything to run over it. I don't even know if I have crop destruction on anyways. So let's wait for this guy. What we're gonna be doing is waiting for him to come back so that we can pick up the clothes, and I'll show you where we sell those things. And then I'll show you a little shortcut I learned. Ha ha ha! Now coming back to the farm. Enable auto load. Alright, so now from the spinnery we have it automatically distributed over here to the tailor shop. So it's taking the fabric and it's gonna make them into clothes. Come on, get in there, get in there. Alright. Fasten the straps. It's all fastened down. So now once we have the clothing made, this is where we take it. All the way across the street to the grocery store to sell it. Now this is not, I could wait 2 months and sell it at top price. November, let's see. Clothing, what am I looking for? No, I'm looking for this. No, this. No, what am I looking for? Oh, this. Clothing. Clothes, cotton. Where's clothes? Clothes. $21,000 a liter right now. It's November. December, January, February, March, April is top at 30,000 a liter. We're just gonna go ahead and sell these damn things now. So we go right across the street. The only place that sells clothes right now is the grocery store. In this particular map. Oops. Oops. So we go over to the grocery store. And we sell it. I sold for another, what is that, $86,000. Yay, yay, yay. Yay me. Let's get this guy back home. Collecting some more bales of wool. Probably cut if I edit this. Oh shit, I better edit it. That's gonna cost me. One thing I'm glad they don't have is the editing, you know, like where it costs you money if you do that crap. So we're on auto load. I'm just gonna put this over by our wool, and I'm gonna park it a different way. I'm gonna go around and park it the other way to load up, and I'll show you why in a second here. Alright, so that was the process before. Make the wool, take the wool over to the spinnery. Let's take this over here. Let's see if it loads up. Auto loads up. We're going to leave that right there. So, take it over to the spinnery. Spinnery makes fabric. The fabric is distributed over here to the tailor shop. The tailor makes it into clothing. Well, guess what? We're selling the tailor shop. Why? Because there's an easier way to do all of this. Production, selling points. Let me see right here. Clothing factory. Now it takes, and it will take the wool, turn it into fabric, make it into clothes, and sell it. So that's what we're gonna do. So let's see here. Let's take, and we gotta find out where it's gonna be shooping it out. Overlaps with another, huh? Another object. What are you talking about? Overlaps with another object. Come on. Where can I put you? No? Overlapping? Where doesn't it overlap? Huh? What is it overlapping with? Ooh, I could do it here. Yep, let's do it here. We're gonna do it just like this. Screw that grass. Or I could put it over here. Yep, let's put it over here. Bonk. All right. So let's see what we got. The clothing store. Alright. No active. Storage is empty. So let's do this. See where my production is. Fabric from wool. Storing clothes. This is distributing fabric. It's probably gonna distributing. So wool. Clothing store. Now I think we can fabric from wool. Has no wool in it. So we can go directly from wool, 4 of them, right to clothing. I don't have to do this the spinnery anymore. So I can let that all dissipate from here. We're going to activate it. Okay. And does it have any fabric yet? 16 liters of fabric. Well, this has 16 liters of fabric. Distributing it to probably maybe here? Yeah? And then we can change the output to selling clothes. And this is just constantly going to sell clothes for us. So let's get out of here. Let's go over to here. Let's take this L, strapped it down. Let's see if we can take this over to there and have it make its clothes and everything. Probably got to take that tree down because that's going to get in my way. All right. Took it. See what it's doing. 447 liters. So making it into clothes. How much fabric does it have? Oh, cotton. Hopefully this distributes this to here. It's going to be selling it. Now we could take and turn around. So that is sheep all in one. So I might, just out of shits and giggles, see if I can put this here. Hopefully it auto loads. That is sheep herding all in one. This is what I'm going to do though. I think I'm going to cultivate that other land there. No, I don't have to now because it's going to... I didn't put that up there. So let's get out. Let's go for a month and see what happens. Let's see if this worked. I hope it worked. Working on an hour 14 for this video, so. All right. Where are we at here? Growing. Let's see. The clothing store has no wool in it. Selling. Alright. Fabric from wool. I got a lot of wool. This is supposed to be distributing, but it doesn't look like it's distributing. I could actually leave that tailor shop up, but I'm not going to. Fabric. I wonder where I could sell fabric, or if anybody's buying any fabric. Fabric. Where do I sell it at? The grocery mart. $8,000. So once that gets done selling, wool, 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 wool. 42, 52, 57. 46 months old, 36 months old. These are getting up there. Reproduction state, puberty. These ones are almost at puberty. These are 1 month old, 3 months old. So you can see how this is going to just start cycling again. So that's basically sheep in a nutshell. I had the fabrics. I had the tailor right over here, and that is whatchamacall. That was part of the cycle. The cycle was, again, wool to fabric, fabric to clothing, clothing sold. Now I can take wool directly to here, and it takes it and makes it directly into clothing. I don't have to waste all that time going back and forth. All I have to do is keep my sheep nice and fed, and where you can see I still got shit tons of bale, shit tons of grass. So I've been taking this, making silage, and that's that. So now we can move on to pig farming. And I was going to put my pig farm, I think, right here. Let's see. Animals. Pigs. We got what? 108 pig capacity. Or large pigsty. 270 pigs. Well, I guess we can start small. For 64,000 though, I can get an extra 162 pigs for extra 64,000. Yeah, it'd be better than buying 2 of these. How big is it? How big is this one? Yep. And then this one makes, if you look, that's where you put the feed, right there in that silo. And over there is where you kick off the silage, or the slurry. And the slurry is just another way for you to see. I could put that right there. The slurry is another way for you to do fertilizer for free, basically. Yep. See, I could do that. But what I want to do is I'm going to make a little room over here, because what you also have is selling points. What is this one here? Crude oil, grain drying. Nope, not selling. Factories. If you look over here, what is this one? Seeds, pig food production, pig food mixture. What is that? Fermenting, no. Feed production. Takes goods and transforms them. Feed production. There's actually one that you can buy that it just sells pig food. Takes goods and transforms them. In and out, pig food and stuff. Crude oil. There's one that it just sells the food outright. It just sells the food right for you. Or makes the food right for you. Animals, maybe it's in animals. Hold on. Cow barn, no. Pigs, no. Others, no. Production. American silo pack. Grass drying, grass drying, grass drying. I know there's one that you can buy that is, it'll automatically just sell you the pig food. transforms them. What is this one? Fermenting tool. Fish farm. Well, that's another thing. Fish farming. Wait till you see. Seed production. Pig food production. I don't want to turn it into anything. I want to just automatically make it. Crude oil. Where is it? Oh, I'm gonna have to find it, but buildings. Silos. Alright, this one is small bulk silo. Small harvesting. Potato. Multi-fruit. Wooden multi-fruit. Where are we at? I think this is the one right here. Filled with different products. What is this one? Slurry tank. Well, I know there's one, and I'm gonna have to find it. You just buy it, and then you could automatically buy pig food. Just you don't even have to worry about anything. Silo extensions. Tools, containers, maybe. No. What's this? Animal food buying station. Animal food buying stations. You can buy all kinds of animal food plus seeds and fertilizers. So if I take that and I put it right here, if I put that sucker right here, I can automatically buy my pig food. In other words, I'd have to go and I'd have to buy pig feed at the store and haul it back here. So this is like another, it's a mod, but you can do this. And when it comes to pigs, you'll see, I'll show you, there is like so much that you can do with pigs. Hold on for a sec. There's so much that you can do with pigs. You have to basically get 3 different types of foods, and on the next episode when I go into pig farming, I will definitely show you exactly what I mean. So that having been said, let's go ahead and end this the way that I traditionally end it, by leaving you with some evil hearts.
All alone, this abyss of pain, where loneliness is a bird thing. I cry inside your musical name, and though I tell you, you can't seem to see that beauty bows in honor of you. But you know it and use it to kill. I give you my soul, surrender my will. Your heartless talons just rip me to shreds. When you're at home and asleep at night, I lie awake. After you kill, you lay back content while I reel in pain. Draining seems to be the norm, in cutting down all that is love, holding death in the palm of your hands. Hating is an evil war for an evil heart, for often a quarter of my brain. Solitude that no one can reach. A musical thought enters my head, though it struggles, it can't seem to breach. It holds on, it claws for its life, but it slips, it falls to its death. What was the song? What was it like? I can't tell you, I don't know its depth. When you're at home and asleep at night, I lie awake. After you kill, you lay back content while I reel in pain. Draining seems to be the norm, in cutting down all that is love, holding death in the palm of your hands. Hating is an evil war for an evil heart.
Y'all be good to one another.